The Alien Scouting Mission. Captain Zyloff stood on the bridge of the Canary scout ship Luminos, gazing out at the stars. Their mission was simple: explore this uncharted sector, catalog any valuable resources, and report back. But Zyloff had a feeling this mission would be different. "Captain, we're picking up an unknown energy signature," said Vero, the ship's science officer. "It's massive, like nothing I've ever seen." Zyloff's brow furrowed. "Put it on screen." An image appeared, grainy at first, then sharpening. Zyloff's eyes widened. The ship was colossal, dwarfing their small scout vessel. Its hull gleamed, weapons bristling across its surface. "By the stars," whispered Ixra, the communications officer. "What is that thing?" "I don't know," Zyloff said, "but we're going to find out. Set a course, maximum stealth. Let's get a closer look at this behemoth." As the Luminos drew closer, the alien crew could only stare in silent awe at the titanic vessel before them. It was like a floating city, humming with power. One thing was clear: whatever species had built this ship, they were a force to be reckoned with. Tense first contact. "Captain, we're being hailed." Ixra's voice trembled slightly. "It's coming from the unknown ship." Zyloff took a steadying breath. This was it. First contact with a new species, one apparently far more advanced than their own. "Open a channel." A face appeared on the screen, startlingly similar to their own, yet distinctly alien. It had less pronounced ridges, paler skin. "This is Admiral Valentina Romanov of the United Earth ship Indomitable. Identify yourselves." Zyloff stood tall. "Greetings, Admiral Romanov. I am Captain Zyloff of the Canary Expeditionary Fleet. We are peaceful explorers. We come in peace." The human admiral studied Zyloff for a moment, then nodded. "Welcome, Captain Zyloff. We too seek peaceful relations. I invite you and your delegation aboard the Indomitable, so that we may come to know each other's peoples." Zyloff bowed his head. "We gratefully accept your invitation, Admiral." As the screen went dark, Zyloff turned to his crew. "Vero, Ixra, you're with me. Prepare a gift for our hosts. Let us hope this is the beginning of a fruitful friendship." Aboard the human ship, Zyloff and his small delegation materialized in a vast hangar bay, far larger than any aboard the Luminos. Dozens of smaller craft were docked here, each one bristling with weapons. "Captain Zyloff, welcome aboard the Indomitable." Admiral Romanov greeted them with a salute. "If you'll follow me, I'll give you a tour of the ship." As they walked through the vast corridors, Zyloff marveled at the advanced technology on display. Holographic displays, advanced computing systems, weapons that made their own look like children's toys. It was humbling, and more than a little frightening. "Tell me, Admiral," Zyloff said, "why does a peaceful species need a warship of such magnitude?" Romanov's face darkened. "The galaxy is a dangerous place, Captain. There are threats out there, species that would seek to conquer or destroy us. The Indomitable is our shield against the darkness, our beacon of hope." Zyloff nodded solemnly. He knew all too well the dangers that lurked among the stars. But never had he imagined a ship like this, a vessel that could take on an entire fleet single-handedly. The humans, it seemed, were not a species to be underestimated. Secrets of human strength. "And this is the main engineering deck," Admiral Romanov said, leading the alien delegation into a cavernous room humming with energy. Massive reactors pulsed with power, advanced systems thrumming with life. "Incredible," Vero whispered, his scientific curiosity overcoming his initial apprehension. "How do you generate so much energy?" The human chief engineer, a stout man named Ivanov, grinned. "Fusion, my friend. We've harnessed the power of the stars themselves. It's what allows us to power a ship this size, to travel the vast distances between worlds." Zyloff listened intently as Ivanov delved into the intricacies of human engineering. But his mind kept coming back to one question. Finally, he voiced it. "Your technology is impressive," he said, But technology alone does not make a species strong. What is the secret of human resilience? Romanov shared a look with Ivanov, then turned to Zylov. Our strength comes from our history, Captain. Humanity has faced many challenges: war, disease, the harsh realities of an uncaring universe. But we have always persevered, always found a way to overcome. It is in our very nature to keep fighting, no matter the odds. Zylov pondered this. The Canary too had faced adversity, but they had often sought to avoid conflict, to find peaceful solutions. Perhaps there was something to be learned from the human way. An unexpected battle. The deck shuddered beneath their feet, alarms blaring throughout the ship. Admiral Romanov rushed to a nearby console, her face grim. "Report," she barked. "Multiple hostile signatures." "Admiral," a crewman responded. "Looks like a Zorgeth raiding party. They're heavily armed and heading straight for us." Romanov cursed under her breath. The Zorgeth were notorious raiders, preying on unsuspecting ships and colonies. She turned to Zylov. "Captain, I apologize, but we must cut our tour short. We are under attack and must defend ourselves. I understand if you wish to return to your ship." Zylov held up a hand. "Admiral, the Canary are no strangers to the Zorgeth. They have raided our worlds too. Please, let us assist you in this battle. Our weapons may not be as advanced as yours, but we can still fight." Romanov hesitated for a moment, then nodded. "Very well. Man your ship, Captain. Let's show these raiders what happens when they mess with our peoples." The battle was fierce, the Zorgeth attacking with ruthless aggression. But they were no match for the combined might of the Indomitable and the Luminous. Zylov watched in awe as the human ship's advanced weapons tore through the raiders' shields, its fighters dancing through the void with deadly grace. In the end, the Zorgeth fled, their ships battered and broken. On the bridge of the Indomitable, Romanov turned to Zylov, offering her hand. "Thank you, Captain. Your assistance was invaluable. It seems our peoples make a good team." Zylov grasped her hand firmly, a smile on his face. "Indeed, Admiral, perhaps this is the beginning of a beautiful friendship, pondering a new era." In the aftermath of the battle, Zylov and his crew prepared to depart, their ship repaired and resupplied by the gracious humans. As he stood in the hangar bay, Admiral Romanov by his side, Zylov couldn't help but reflect on all that had happened. "When we first saw your ship," he said, "we were in awe, terrified, even. Such power, such advanced technology. We wondered what kind of species could create such a thing." Romanov smiled softly. "And what do you think now, Captain?" "I think," Zylov said slowly, "that humanity is a species of great strength, but also great compassion. You could have easily destroyed us, but instead you welcomed us, shared your knowledge, fought by our side. I am honored to call you friends." Romanov placed a hand on Zylov's shoulder. "The honor is ours, Captain. In a galaxy filled with dangers, it is good to know that we have allies like the Canary. Together, I believe we can face any challenge, overcome any threat." As Zylov boarded his ship, he looked back one last time at the Indomitable, the great human battleship that had so humbled and inspired him. He knew that this was only the beginning, that the alliance forged here today would shape the future of both their species. And as the Luminos set out once more into the infinite expanse of space, Zylov felt a renewed sense of hope. The universe was vast and full of wonders, and now they would face it together, human and Canary, united in friendship and common purpose. A new era had dawned, and the possibilities were endless. The end.